Welcome back. Okay, it's been a little while. I have not made a video yet on the tracks we're doing for July. I have been working on them a little bit, but honestly I've just been very busy and haven't had the time to make a video. So instead of doing what I did last month, where I start off with the tracks as they are when we're starting them, and then do an update a week later or so, I'm just going to start it here, having already worked on this for a couple weeks. And as with last month, we have two tracks, a down-tempo one and a trance one. And I'm going to just play a little snippet of this. You can listen in the comments to this video. You can listen to the tracks on SoundCloud in their entirety, but I'm not going to play through all of it here. But here's a little sample. Okay, so there's a few things that we've added here. One is this sound, which is this is actually just a live instrument, and these sort of bell-like sounds. And to me that really sounds like gamelan music, and I've been thinking about maybe some hand pans on this. So Mark or Kara, if you're watching this and you have a hand pan that is in key, we might end up putting it on there. And then the other thing I did that I kind of want to draw attention to is this section at the very end, because I think it's very pretty and it's also using an interesting technique. So let me unfreeze this so you can sort of take a look at it. Alright, so what we've got here is an instrument rack. This is going to get a little bit technical into the Ableton Live stuff, so bear with me if you're not a Live user. But one thing Live gives you the ability to do is to create instrument racks, which are basically a rack of different virtual instruments or external instruments, and in this case I'm using one of each. And there's a little known, well, I wouldn't say little known, but there's a feature that not everyone knows about when they first get into it called chain. And what chain does is it allows you to activate different instruments based on a numeric value between 0 and 127. And you can set up ratios essentially. So if you look here at I have two things. I have Zebra and an external instrument. The Zebra is a virtual instrument. It's a great plugin. And the external instrument that I'm using is actually the Voyager. And they're both getting the same notes, but as I assign the value of the chain, and I'm only using 0 through it's like 136 or something. I mean, sorry, 36 or something here. Basically, as you get closer to 0, you get closer to something that's just purely the zebra sound. And as you get closer to 32, you get closer to just the Voyager. And then see what's really cool about that is then I can then go to my chain selector and tell it, we gotta fix that, and tell it to go between them. So this orange dot here will change as we go. And basically what it's doing is it's just fading. So it's fading between the pure Voyager sound and the pure zebra sound. Now I'm not actually going to do this because we don't have the Voyager hooked up right now. I'm going to go back to where it was frozen so you can just hear it. But here's what the effect is. What you're going to hear is that there's a pattern being played, and over time it's going to shift from one sound to the other. And then what it sounds like in context is this. So, yeah, I've added a few things. I've done some rearranging. I've tweaked some things, and you'll notice this is a very short track. I sort of see this as either an interlude between things or possibly as an ending. And conceptually, it's kind of like this space that you're floating through, like a cloud or something. You know, sometimes when I think about music, the way I think of it is like, you know, you're floating through galaxies and nebulas, and different things start to come into your field of view, and then you're moving through them, and it's just experience moving past you. And that's kind of how I feel this song to be. It is very short. I like it that way, and I think it's good. I think it kind of leaves you wanting more, or sort of wondering where it's going. So that's the downtempo piece, and I will be back with another video about the trance piece in just a moment.